And welcome to another edition of Gale Force Wins, the Force-8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Montreal in beautiful Souda Bay, the island of Crete in the Mediterranean Sea. And it is such a privilege to be talking to sailors of the Royal Canadian Navy. So Dave, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Master Sailor David Smith. I'm from Arnold's Cove Station, Newfoundland.
Arnold's Cove Station, not Arnold's Cove
Station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
He's
clear now.
educated. He's educated the two townie boys.
So where's Arnold's Cove, Dave?
it's about an hour and a half outside St. John's, not far from Sunnyside.
Yeah.
It's right at that little isthmus region there.
So right at that little tiny isthmus of the Avalon Peninsula. For people across Canada looking at the geography of Newfoundland, that's fantastic. So Dave, what were some of the big motivators and influencers for you growing up out there?
Spent a lot of time in the woods and a lot of time hunting and stuff, and I don't know where, but I liked the Navy, or liked the military in general.
Yeah.
I had this fascination with it, and I tried to join the Army, but Mom worked with a retired bosun who convinced me to join the Navy instead. And so it started as a reserve summer job, and I haven't left yet.
So this retired bosun, do you remember that fellow's name?
Lou Osmond was his name.
Well, so Jerry and I know Lou Osmond well. So Lou Osmond convinced your mother that you'd be better off in the Navy than the Army. Is that right?
100%, yeah.
Thanks, Lou, if you're watching.
How you doing, Lou?
That's great.
We worked with Lou 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you joined the Navy. You said you started at the reserve. Is that HMCS Cabot?
Yep.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Started at Cabot in 2008 and did basic in Borden, Ontario for that summer, and I intended to just do it as something while I looked for a welding job because I had a diploma from Academy Canada, and I took one contract, and then that turned into another contract, and then 4 or 5 years later I was like, well, I might as well join the Reg Force at this point.
Right.
So I joined the Reg Force as a hull technician, and spent a year out west and then back on the East Coast, and still here.
Dave, what's your favorite part about the Navy?
I like going around to different places and traveling around the world and sending pictures back to my family, stuff like that. And
tell me about the family.
I got 2 boys, Owen and Theodore, and hi boys.
How old are they?
They are 3 and 10 months.
3 and 10 months.
Yes.
Hey, you got 2 little boys, and where are they now? They're back in, you told me earlier, they're in Bell Island. Why Bell Island? That's quite a spot to go.
Boys, you should be proud of your dad. I have 2 boys as well. I know why he's getting emotional. You guys are wonderful, and this man is doing some amazing work for our country. And you 2 boys should be incredibly proud of you, Dave.
Yeah.
Your dad, Dave, yep.
So they're in Bell Island.
They're in Bell Island, yeah.
Yeah. That's not a vacation spot. Why'd they go there?
Their mom's from Bell Island.
Oh, okay.
We met in St. John's, and she's on 18 months of maternity right now.
Yeah.
So this deployment lined up, rather than her be home by herself in Halifax for 6 months while I was gone. We had sent her there in August.
So is her mom and dad still alive and then still there? What are their names? Let's say hi to them.
Hello, George and Judy.
George and Judy, hi. How you doing? I actually sea-doo in Conception Bay, so I'll come over and say hi to you in the summer. A couple of days that we get nice weather.
Jerry's a very seasoned sailor. He sea-doos in Conception Bay. And here you are in the middle of the ocean. That's fantastic. Dave, listen, mate, what do you do on board?
I'm a helicopter crash rescue firefighter.
Yeah.
So we're responsible for making sure the helicopter's safe when it comes in for landings and takeoffs.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's a very important job on board. That's kind of something you don't want to get wrong, right?
No, it's definitely something you want to get right.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't have to use your skills.
Right.
Yeah, and we're also responsible for the damage control equipment on board as well. So me and my team, we have a pretty tight-knit small team. We take care of all the firefighting systems on board.
So, Dave, anybody you'd like to say hello to back home?
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to Mom, Dad, Aunt Bernice, Nan, and all my aunts and uncles, my wife Cassandra, a parent, father-in-law and mother-in-law George and Judy, and my boys Owen and Theodore.
Well, that pretty much covers most of the people in.
Yeah,
What
it's a
about
long
Arnold's
list.
Cove Station? Now let's go through everyone that we can talk. No? No.
There's
We're
like
just
30
joking.
people in Arnold's Cove Station.
30
and
people. There you go.
I
Listen,
think
Dave.
15 of them are my relatives.
Arnold's Cove Station, thank you. This young man, you should all be very proud of him.
Thanks very much, Dave. Cheers.
Thank you guys.